Welcome back. We saw yet another story on social media, and this one is gist too that I want to talk about. So, there's a lady who is fighting her best friend, or her best friend is fighting her, according to story, because she's sleeping with her father. And according to her, at first, she was only sleeping with the man because of the money he was giving her. But now she doesn't think she wants to leave because he's a good-looking man, good in bed, and all the works. And the question is, what are your thoughts on this? So before we go to the question, let's break it down. So in her analogy, she says that the friend is an only child. And so she's followed the friend home one Christmas, you know, to just stay with the family. You know how friends follow you home from school from time to time. And I think it was a burial they attended. And the guy came outside and was chatting with her. That's the friend's father now, chatting with her. And asked, when are you going back? What's happening? Blah, 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 blah. And before they realized it, they exchanged numbers. And he asked, okay, let me send you money for your flight ticket back. And credited her 200,000 naira. From time to time, the guy would call, credit money, call, send. And before they knew it, they met at the hotel. And then something that was supposed to be like a one-day stand, two-day stand, she started enjoying the whole thing, and they started dating. So on a particular day, from time to time, the girl still comes to visit, and they were together. So she wanted to do a picture, take a picture with her phone. And while the friend was taking the picture, the father's message popped up, and she clicked on it. But she quickly took it. But that girl, he registered because she saw the father's number and saw the father's display picture. And so she went further and accused her father that what's happening with you and my friend. And the father opened up, oh, I like your babe, oh. I want to continue this, and blah, blah, blah. He's been a single man for a while, so probably the mother had died. I want to continue this and this and that. And so the girl went bonkers. No, this is my friend, and that she has been fighting the friend ever since. And now the friend is asking a question. What should I do? Why is she fighting me? Shouldn't she understand that these things happen? You know, should I continue this relationship? I'm already liking this man. In fact, the man has told her to move to Abuja, was going to get a place for her. They were taking the relationship very seriously. So, aunties, what are your thoughts on this kind of thing?
Well, I come
Rabatu, what are your thoughts on this, please?
my thought on it, that's an irresponsible father.
Who?
As far as I'm concerned.
Who?
The girl's father.
How?
Asking the daughter's friend out.
They're not children now.
No, but
they are full-blown adults.
There should be boundaries. This is her friend. She brought her friend home. You, as an irresponsible father, you now went and said you like the girl. How you carried her 200K, and then, you know, I think there should be boundaries now. Not that, I know there are women, I know men love women and all, but then not her now. At least that one is a friend to your daughter.
But he didn't want to play it. Apparently, he wanted something serious. And he may have looked at the girl to say, this girl is responsible enough. You know?
So, I think there are some relationships that when they start really awkward. There are some relationships that it takes sitting down and having conversations to start wrapping your mind around it to understand it. Because we're talking about two consenting adults here. Yeah. But it's awkward because this is a friend. And, you know, for her friend, that's his daughter, to see her beyond just my friend. I mean, for me, I may find it awkward because, especially if my mother, this is my father, married to my mother, remember first. Yes, my mother is not there. But when he's with a woman, I see, you know, a mother figure, someone like that. Then to have my friend that we're doing everything with, now being his girlfriend, it can be tough. But if they're two consenting adults, it's something that may require sitting down. And what would have even made it easier is when the father realized he had feelings for her friend, before they became intimate or anything, he would have approached his daughter and had a conversation with her. And the friend, once her father approached her, she should have approached her friend to have a conversation. You know, we're not talking of pedophilia here, we're talking of two adults. And so that would have helped to, you know, sort of make it easier to continue the relationship. Now, having had that conversation, there's no guarantee that it means that the girl will be comfortable with it, but at least they have given her the respect, you know, and then they can go ahead and behave as two consenting adults. Now, another thing is, if you know that your friend is maybe a girl about town, she does it with just anyone, she's a bad girl, and then now it's your father she's eyeing. That one, you will not like it, or you'll be... But also, if your father is the one that is a bad guy around town, and now it's your friend that he has put his eye on, I'll call my friend and say, this is my father. He's out. Yes, so, because this is it. It's just your tenure now. There are so many of them on the line. No, mind yourself.
To me,
exactly. And then you do like this and you move on because they're two consenting adults.
That's the sad part.
Yeah.
So I saw this girl's video, which we cannot post because of bad language, and I know that if I were the daughter, there's no way in this world or in paradise that I will allow such a person to be with my dad. Yes, and if she wants to come into the marriage because they are two consenting
Who told you you have the rights to allow or not allow for your father?
My friend.
This is not a matter of right. Such a person that...
Okay, this sort of person.
Okay, that's sort of
okay.
That is loose in the tongue and loose in the under part. Islam says the two openings. If he's loose in the two openings.
It's actually 3. The nose is there.
No, the two that Islam is your mouth. So the two openings he lose. Such a person, even if my dad was the most singlest of singles, cannot be with my dad. And me, knowing my nature, it is a lifetime of war. I promise
you
her.
You finish her.
Go show and pepper. You know...
Well, you know, I know someone, right, that introduced her friend to her father, her single father.
I get the gist.
It's a nice girl, good girl. She just felt, my father needs a companion. And this person will be nice. And every time she comes to visit, she's happy to see them together. So I know that two consent. But sometimes they will find themselves without your input. And whether you like it or not.
This one, this girl certainly has no guide when it comes to things like this. And she can, you know the way she was talking, like, if you're not careful, I'll become your stepmom. I will not tell you that you will not be my stepmom, but you'll be a peaceless stepmom. You will not have...
you see her peace.
This war you want to enter, come in. You know, the father will eventually, if pushes come to shove, father will pick who he needs to pick. And
at the end of the day,
it might not be her.
Oh, it may be.
It may be.
Men have surprised children in this world.
Who be children? Who be children?
I'm telling you. See, in fact, it's a woman that a mother may, but a father will be shocked.
I don't train you finish.
Yes.
So when you want to prevail on someone, you prevail with a good case. I would never have minded if my father remarried or married someone else. Or he wasn't.
In addition to your mom.
If he married someone else with my mom, I used to say that if he's getting older, he needs a companion if that room is suffering. I would not mind. But a loose nonsense somebody, just as I would be worried if it was my brother.
How are you friends with loose nonsense somebody? Are they not friends? Does that mean you're loose nonsense somebody?
Do you know how many people in my past that are not me, and I don't judge? But you know that this
she says it's her bestie.
Yes, this is my bestie. It's a not case. But I love her like that. It's different from, this is my bestie, is the mother of my nephew and nieces. Get us a bit.
The same thing.
Right now,
for you to bestie her.
You went to school together, that they are good in their books and you like them the way they are, but you don't want to judge all the other waka.
But do you take them home? Do you take them home? Do you introduce them to your parents?
You know, your father likes them. What happens?
You may not.
No, my dad.
You'll be choosing. No, my dad. Please, let's take this call from Chuku. Then we'll come back to this conversation. Good morning, Chuku. You're back.
I imagine.
Hello, Chuku.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes. So your input.
This topic is actually complicated. You know, we have friends that we call friends, and we have friends that we call friends. So I feel the reason why this girl is fighting is because this one is a friend, not a friend. Maybe it was just out of, maybe she had the story of maybe my place is far, I don't have transport to take home, to actually take me home. That was why she actually followed that. So she actually allowed her to follow her home.
No, they are besties.
And now she has actually, she's not the kind of friend she can trust. She's not the kind of friend she can keep secrets with. Maybe that is why she's fighting. And remember, you have ladies who have posted their friend for their own father because they know that this person he has this value of a woman. Like me, I do judge when a woman tells you, this lady is beautiful. You know, this lady is very, very beautiful. You will see that beauty in her. But when a woman will tell you, this one, no go area, run. I tell people that. Yes, and they be careful about that. When you hear a woman tells you, this lady is beautiful, you know she's beautiful. You tell you, this one is white material. A woman tells you that, then you know that there is a value in her. So this lady, this her friend knows there's no value of the future in her. That is why she's actually fighting. Check it well. Yes, thank you.
That's one side. She may still have value, and just because you are my friend and you did not tell me this will not fly. But let me give you people a story. Okay, go ahead.
Or that you're all those kind of girls together.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like her.
Yeah.
But I don't want to bring it to my father. And she knows you to be like that to other men. That's you now, the daughter. She's seen you be in relationship with men like that and act the way she's acting with your father.
Yeah.
So you have no justification now to open your mouth. The reason why you're together is because you have a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
Now, finally, too, that thing that you don't like about her is probably what your father likes about her.
Thank you.
What do you do?
That
valueless one that she's always like, I'm looking for a baddie.
I want fun now.
Yeah.
I've raised you people. Let me enjoy my life.
Look that baddie. All this, you know, because I always say this. Some people will say to men, she doesn't really love you. She loves you for your money, for the things you give her. There are some men that are excited that they have the money that they can
give
do that.
before.
Like, eh? So I have that kind of money.
I can't take care of you.
In fact, they will tell you, use me. Tell me what you need.
What do you want?
And I will sort it out for you.
I'm telling you, I'm here for you, man.
Maybe a family of baddies.
Yeah. So let me give you people a personal story. So my grandfather married several wives. I think if you count them, I think about 16. And now when he started getting elderly, yes, because I have an auntie.
That's 2 villages.
I have an auntie who I'm 6 months older than.
Wow.
My auntie. I'm 6 months older than my auntie. So because while they were still birthing, his kids had started birthing. Yes, my father was is the first son. So I remember that my father's friend, who was coming to visit, caught the fancy of my grandfather. My father's female friend who was coming. Like,
okay.
They're just friends who were coming. Caught the fancy of the grandfather. Guess what? He married her. And he became my...
And she became your
she became my father's stepmother. I met her.
Was she was girlfriend?
No, they were just friends, right? But she would come around because the villages are very close. Asaba and the next village, I don't want to mention, in case family they are watching. But he fell in love with her. I married her. And they became stepmother. And so because he was the same age, almost same age with my father at the time, my father was already time for a marriage and birthing and all of that. She too was having her own children for, you know, that's why I have an auntie that I'm old. I even have one, the last auntie that I have, I'm older than that one, you know. And that happened. But there was a time some things were happening and my father was regretting because then she didn't turn out to be a nice stepmother to him. You know, after you were supposed to be my paddy, I now brought you and you are now here and you are now lording it over even me that I am the first son. So it was like a tussle. And I've heard that. And in my head, at that age, I was processing, how is grandpa marrying your friend? How did that happen? Exactly. So for men, you can't tell them where to find love or where not to, especially if they've done right by you. I've always said it. There were a few stepmothers when I was now more mature to understand things that came home and they became my paddy. I had no say whether he wants to bring them or not. I was facing my life. He had trained me. He had done right by me. It's not me that will tell him, yo, you cannot stay. If I bring a friend home he likes and the friend decides to see him and follow him, who am I to tell my friend no? I can't tell you no.
You can advise her.
Why am I advising you? You did not see him? Why would I be the one to advise you? It's your choice at the end of the day. But if the person is really like a very bad girl, the question would be, why am I hanging around a very bad girl? I may not be bad, but I have the bad tendencies.
You can choose your friends.
Choose the bad ones.
Your family. Yes, and I remember growing up, I had friends from different walks and different ways of life.
Yeah.
In fact, I remained the balance for my friends for years. So you will see the left one come and say, recently one was saying, Nima, somebody called me. I told her we were friends. And he said, hey, you too, can't you be like Nima? And I said, since I have known Nima since I was 16, have I ever been like you? I say, lie. You cannot be me. You can never be like me. Because we have never attempted to be each other. We've just accepted each other. Like I tell you, those my friends will sleep in my house. They will go. I had pastors who are pastors today. Right. Sleep in my house. In the imam's house that I was growing up, we'll call prayer, we'll pray, and she'll be in our room sleeping. When she gets up, she walks past all of us, comes to the TV, LTV8, turn it on a Sunday to Pastor Bimbo Odukoya those days.
That's how you started watching.
And all of us will go and sit. One day, my father was watching with her and said, you people should be listening to this pastor. She's talking about chastity. She's talking about kinekon. And that's how we started watching Pastor Bimbo with her. And we have different people. But when it comes down to who you want to decide a lifetime family with.
No, not my family.
You're not the one deciding. That's my thing. Not be you decide.
I'm not saying my brother cannot decide and choose his own. I'm saying it is my own decision whether we want to be. I have a place with this. You want cross inside this place. You will know ourselves. You did not muscle. You cannot control my reaction to that decision.
Bring your reaction.
Nima, I want to ask.
I got you.
Is this only because of her attitude? If she was a
good girl,
good person,
no,
being
if she
your
was
friend,
a good person, my friends could have married my father. I had friends who used to.
Wait, don't go far. With your mom still there, and your father wanted additional, and then your friend that normally comes to the house, your mom says, Nima, give her food, give her. Now wants to marry your daddy as second wife, and your mother is there.
Well,
so what if she let her be Virgin Mary?
That bias,
yes,
that bias will not have been shared. Because I'm not my mom's side.
Now you sabi.
In love, really.
That time we know that your mom's side.
Might be for my mom. No, really. It would have been the other way. I had someone I fought off for my mom now. Are you saying?
What kind of person?
I don't understand.
There was one woman. You are on national TV. There was one
woman
who said my family was too kind to her, and so she said she would have preferred to marry into the family, and she dropped it. I told my mom did not show reaction. I went crazy. I was like, you want this woman to enter? This woman that me, I know, she cannot enter here. I was like, your dad is an imam. He can be a polygamy. He has the right to 4 wives. On my mother's behalf, I called family meeting. All my aunties, I told everybody. My sisters, I told everybody.
You will not try that in my father's house.
That thing never happened.
We never saw the light of day. On behalf of
you will not try that in my father's house.
Because of the sort of person she was.
One, and because of the sort of...
Our dads are different.
Yes, the sort of respect. Yes. You will not... It's what we say. And in fact, I come back home and I see a new auntie. Who is this person again? That's your new auntie. Wake up in the morning. It's not. You can't question it. I'm telling you, that's your new auntie. You must respect her.
My dad will say, I'm the only one that is a monogamist amongst my brothers. I would have married another wife. I just don't want to see you guys hot and your mom hot. And so he's different. Because of that kind of wiring, I will be able to, But if really, I used to say to my mom, if it gets down to it, I would rather see my dad living, enjoying life, if that's what he calls enjoyment. I really wanted someone who would, my mom, I really say, but she's wired the way she's wired. Even if she divorced, even now in my father's day, she's not even wired to think otherwise. She's married and...
So let me ask you another question. What if the girl is bad? Your father has bad tendencies that he kept in a cooler so that he can love your mom, raise you people, and now he has hit, what's that thing, that midlife crisis. And he wants to now explore, because I have somebody who just told me that he wants to color his hair gold. I will say, brother, you did not do this thing when you were young. When your mates were sagging, you did not sag. It's now you want to start doing all of this. So it gets to a point where, especially if he also has money, and he feels, I've established you, he has given you one big money, you are doing your business, everybody's married out of the house, and he says, is this bad, yo? Like you said, I want to die with. Who are you to say no because I don't like her, because she's flippant, or because she's loose in the two goals?
That you don't say no doesn't mean you really accept. You look now. So both of you will know there's a cold war.
What in the look go do?
No, there's
But
a,
you know
there
that
will be.
relationship
See,
will
let me tell you
affect
the
my
truth.
friendship with her.
Of course.
It will affect my friendship.
So
with
she
her.
will
We may not be
choose. She wants to
friends.
lose my friendship to become
What
my
in your
stepmom.
friendship don't do for her?
Welcome. Whatever she's welcome. But see, the truth is,
Question.
she can enter. My dad can even say, "Oh, I want fresh blood. Somebody that can give me, can help my
can
blood
boil-
keep pumping,
boil.
all of that." She will be there pumping blood, and I'll be there waiting.
Yes.
Until power switches, because power can switch anytime.
And it may still not
Yeah.
switch.
No,
You
no,
can
but it may
switch.
switch because
You
we
see,
have actually seen it. Well,
You don't
in
want to
movies,
hear this thing. It switches
at least in
somehow.
movies, where
Okay,
you know,
movies.
where, but you know, it's supposed to depict real life. So let's just say you say, well, I am in love with your father, and our relationship, which we didn't have to lose it, but hey,
This is what
where-
it is.
Yes, this is what it is.
This is what-
And then
I
you
can just
get
imagine
into the
how they
marriage, and life starts happening, marital life, and everything starts happening, and you need an ally in the family. Auntie, where are you going to find that?
We're going to find out.
Is
You
she the only-
sabotage. No, I'm just saying.
Is
Let's
she the
say,
only one in the family that
maybe-
could like you?
No, probably
You have to
not.
buy
But
the rest.
imagine
If
you
you
are
buy
now.
the one you did
There's
not use,
situations where you're now looking for your friend because it's your friend that will get it. It's your friend that, and now I have sacrificed that friendship for love, and that love cannot give me everything.
enough.
As we know, as marriage is
enough.
it will not give you everything.
me,
Sometimes you need your sisters, you need your friends. Let's say because of what you have done to her, then all your group of friends said even, hey, she did that
one
to
makes
me.
me- one
We're
will
not
make me-
talking to her. So those are some of the things that somebody also considers. Because some people have looked at it and say, my friendship is more important to me than having to do this, marry
love.
your father. Yes, some people have made that
Women?
decision. Oh, yes.
Never see you.
Oh, yes.
Let's take this
People have
call
made those decisions.
from Bello. Good morning. I know they say this kind of women when
They
I see
make
you.
up.
Hello, good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Bello. I'm calling from Agege.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I quite agree with some of the topics, some of the arguments there. To me, it's an irresponsible man that will want to date her daughter's friend. I will not go too far.
Okay.
I wouldn't descend so low to start thinking that my own daughter, who is bringing a friend home, I should start talking to her or start trying to convince her that I want to marry her or date her for anything. Then the girl, too, in question, to me, she's not a friend. If you have a friend, everything that has to do with the people that connects you and that your friend, you should not have anything to do with them. Except maybe the friend, the brother is interested in such a girl. I can't see myself descending so low to go and befriend my daughter's friend. I see the man as the man the one that is majorly at fault here.
What if they are
That
30,
is my
30 and above, sir? Let me ask you a question. What if they are 30 years and above? They're not children anymore. You have trained them, they are grown, yes. Does that still
the fact
matter?
remains that she is even no matter how old, the fact remains that she is my daughter's friend.
Okay. Okay.
She's my daughter's friend. That rules out no matter what feelings I have for her, that rules it out. She is my daughter's friend.
Okay. All right. I agree, sir. With you on your daughter's friend.
No, I don't.
Yes, you were saying something.
I was trying to say something about what Miriam said. I said that what if, so I was looking for an ally. You know that I can actually gang up against her. I can talk to my siblings and tell my siblings that, look, let's not, let's not agree. Let's not allow her.
Shouldn't you be going to look for your own husband? You are there talking to siblings to go and fight for your father.
you have-
Oh, please. See. Let me tell you people what I think. When it comes to, and I beg to differ because Miriam said she has seen some very good people who will pick friendship over love. Me, I've not seen. Because I know that when it comes to that emotions that people feel, sometimes it beclouds their sense of judgment. And I've seen people who have abandoned father, they have abandoned mother, they have abandoned everything to follow man. When you reach man matter, right? A lot of people don't process the way you expect them to process. And it's not all the time too. Because even in regular marriages, it goes awry and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And that's life. But there's some marriages. I gave an instance with my own father and his friend. She became the last wife till the man died. Nobody came again. She had 6 children. once she got in, and she stabilized the man. This is a man who had married over 16 wives before she came. So this one will stay 1 year, go. That one will have child, go, and everything. When she came, she brought stability to the man's life and stayed there for many years. She buried the man and all of that before she now finally died when her children were already grown. So sometimes it's not everything we do that has one consequence that is hiding somewhere and waiting for you. If you have not done wrong and you have not hurt anybody, she hasn't hurt anybody by falling in love. Let's take, for instance, she fell in love with the friend's father. She hasn't hurt anybody. She's a full-blown adult. It's about what she feels and what she wants and what the other man feels and wants. And now we are paying attention to, because the child is the friend, how will she feel? And she may choose to put herself first before the friend.
You're right. So when you fall in love, you haven't done anything wrong. But, you know, as whether we like, all of them are scenarios. You have spoken about...
Can I pause you so I can get you fully? Sorry, darling, we have favor from Ikorodu. Good morning. Favor, are you there?
Maybe I will call you back.
You will call me?
No, I don't think she's talking to you.
Okay. Hello. Favor.
Hello,
You're live, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Who are you calling back this morning?
I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay. Ikorodu, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. You see, the topic, it does not make sense to me. How will I be going to my friend's house and I his father? It does not make sense. And the man is very irresponsible. How will you be looking at your because that friend is supposed to be your friend as well. You're not supposed to do that.
But they're not children, no. They're not children.
I'm not talking of girls.
Hello?
We're not talking of girls in secondary school. Oh, these are women that should be in their husbands' houses by now.
I can't hear you. We have to go back.
Sorry about that, yes.
I was saying that good or bad, anyway, whatever we do, it has consequences. Some of them are apparent immediately, some over time, you know. Some are unintended. Some, do you understand? The story you gave of your grandfather's last wife and how there's so many factors that may have come into play.
Yeah.
Maybe he was much older and much calmer and easier to have been handled by a woman, and so she was able to be the last wife. So many things. But there was a consequence, which was it spoiled the relationship between her and your father. Yeah. You know, I'm not even saying... No, yeah, it does not matter. But the thing is, life, what we're saying, that there's some people that sit down and they make a decision about whether to drop friendship or not. And that those who do that does not make them, that they are few and far between. Actually, I think there are more people like that. Because when you say when it comes to love, people are blinded. I don't agree completely. Because there are so many people that found themselves in marriages and have gone out and have seen other people that they would have been blinded by love with. But because of the responsibility they have at home, they have held themselves back. So if you're able to hold yourself back in all the other situations, I can see a situation where you would put your friendship and the love and decide, no, I think it is better for me in the long run and for my friendship in the long run to stay away from this marriage. It's happened. It's not a weak thing or a strong thing. It's just that you decide what you want. And when you even take that, does not make it a better choice or a worse choice. Yeah. When you take that choice, there are consequences as well. You may be with your friend, enjoying your friendship, and looking to the man and saying, this could have been my husband. But you're willing to accept the consequences of that. So everything has consequences. But you choose, in the end, the one that allows you sleep well at night.
That's the word, though. The one that gives you peace.
Some people can sleep with bad things. Very well.
It's not actually bad thing. You know this thing, bad emotion. You know, I've just said that two people can be led by their emotion, but it doesn't also negate the fact that if it affects a family or a friend, like a daughter or sister-in-law whose friend is marrying into the family, that person is also entitled to their own emotions. So you can be looking at your friend that you people have built a sisterhood and be wondering, are you normal?
Exactly.
You know, I know friends who were my friends who called my father.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how I would feel if they turn it to daddy. Yeah, daddy.
Zaddy.
This thing called emotion. I would just be looking at the friend all the rest of our life.
Nima, you now imagine, you now be just be like, this is your father. He's so naughty, so silly,
No.
You know?
Maybe imagine just come and sit down on his lap.
Help me! I used to have the right to sit on my dad's lap. So imagine I come home and I'll be like, the way me and my father used to chop 5, she would chop 5 and I would put something joint. But the rest of my life, the jealousy will almost kill me. So I'm entitled to how my reaction to whatever they are doing is. You cannot negate that. If she's a bigger person who has built a sisterhood with the girl in question, one of our goals in life will also be to mend it. To say, yes, my emotions have led me to your dad, but I would not the way we saw this one doing podcast. You know, I would not disrespect you. You know, this one looking for clout. I would not disrespect. I valued your friendship because I have friendship with people and I build it deeper. I can only imagine.
Yeah, let's take this call from Shola. Shola from Alagbado. Good morning, Shola. Oh, sorry about that. So we will be taking messages in a few bits, but I wanted us to look into true friendships. Because sometimes we're usually in a hurry to throw the word friend. This person is my friend. We went to school together. We did this together. We have been together for 10 years. We've been together for 12 years. And we really do not know the intentions of the people around us who claim to be our friends and are really not our friends.
That one they pimp us.
Exactly. So yeah, that's life. And so for me,
you're friending yourself.
You're friending yourself.
Thinking you're friending
somebody. Yes. And then we also have the frenemies too. On the other enemies that are not bold enough to be your enemy.
Yes.
But they will max it with friendship. That you don't see the enmity that is going on under the plate.
Yes.
I explain to us.
Those who are climbing social ladder.
I'm telling you. Pushing you down, doing different things. That kind of thing. So how do we now evaluate our friendships, especially with life happening and throwing things up? For me, when I saw this, I just knew they were not friends. So in as much as I said those two people are adults and everything, I would feel bad if it happened to me that I bring you home. As Mary and Biso, we can't go house that year. And Miriam is daddy's spec. And daddy is now looking at Miriam. I will feel really bad that Miriam is cutting
because me, I married an older man, so we can use me.
It's close to me, you know. And yes, and I will feel, and that Miriam is not coding it. She's not letting me know, only for me to find out. I will just see the way I work. I will just know that this one is not my friend.
That's what I'm
because if you are my friend, at least you will tell me.
You have gotten to where I am.
So
now tell me.
Whether or not you have control over Daddy and Miriam's friendship or relationship, are you entitled to the emotions you're feeling, the pain, hurt, whatever you're feeling,
of course.
And to the extent you want to take it, because you are saying, what do you change for anybody? What do you do for anybody?
You are naturally a fighter. For me, I will step back and leave them.
Okay, so there are two.
I won't leave my daddy for no.
So you know, as you started, you said different kinds of friends and how friendships and how do you evaluate it, and especially in this case. So. The reason that you may fight is if you of course, you definitely know your friend better than your father or the father knows the friend. And you know that she's on this social climbing spree. She's looking for the person that she needs to perch on so that she can gain something. You know that that's her mindset. You know that every relationship before the one she has with the father has always been that. So you know that she has now, zeroed in on your dad and is about to do that. So that is how you now understand, so this friendship was never really about... Because if our friendship was so important, you'd be like, BC, you know that me, I like money. And that's why your father is looking at me. I'm not going to even send him. Please, I'm going to keep ignoring him because this is where I'm headed. She has put your relationship above that. Whatever the love or whatever you think it is. Or even if she realized that, I love this man, but I know it will affect BC. And because of our history, it will make, so that is how you're able to detect who is now a friend and who is not. Because, yes, she has every right to be selfish. Madam, I've voted for the right man for a long time, and he's right here. I don't care how you feel.
Your father is the right man.
Yes, go and take care of yourself. But she has, for me, she doesn't have to say anything else. She has told you that your friendship never meant anything. Or it meant something until it stopped meaning anything. And she'll move on and use what she has to do. I beg.
Okay, so there's a comment here. She wants to steal her friend's inheritance.
There's that.
Because
there's also that.
She becomes next of king.
Yes.
Oh my God. Ogunmola says, I expect my daughter to know her friend better than I'll ever know her. My daughter has seen the vulnerabilities I have no ideas about. I'll have a discussion with my daughter, opening my mind to absorb and sieve through her objections and make sure it's not just based on emotions. Then Chigozie says, this case is hot, but the truth is, we'll react differently to it based on our cultural values. It could happen to a decent man and a decent lady, and also among baddies. For me, a friend of my daughter, all wives should be a no-fly zone.
Yeah. So let's take this call, and then we continue with the messages. Okay. We have Thomas from Badore. Good morning, Thomas. Abakeleke. Oh, we lost him. Okay, let's have more messages.
So there's Jemima Orume. I will feel betrayed because she will share the naughty things we did together with my dad.
Or not.
No, or not.
Or not.
It might not be good for her.
Exactly.
Well, they will be
depending on the level of the naughtiness you people went to. So Aunt Nam says that's an opportunist, not a friend. Uchechi says the man must be rich, because if not poor man, she won't give a hoot.
Yeah.
Adeoye says, I cannot leave my father for my friend, Lai. And Nam says the friend should seek therapy and resolve her daddy issue.
Yeah.
Fiona says, no, now money the girl they look. She knows send the friendship. Moses Ade says, put a man between two or more women and see what happens. Fights go.
Now, small fights. You know, women, they always fight for territory.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say if the dad was, you know, making this girl a plaything, such that when it comes to the tough, big decisions, the things about my assets, my properties, his endorsed daughter is madam. So now God forbid, the father and them, they have existed for a while, the father now passes. And you find the management of his companies and everything falls on. And she's supposed to now give you a stipend for your upkeep for the rest of your life.
That's the friend stepmother now.
Yeah. That's like
stipend.
Yes.
No. The father knows that this stepmother is just my plaything.
Okay.
It's for my blood refreshment.
Okay.
So he leaves her in that capacity. She goes on all the trips, everything. But when it comes to the tough decision position, like my management, my asset, my companies,
your friend
his daughter. You see why the thing get us severe?
Yes.
Then, God forbid, the Pepe Baba retires. Let's never say that. He retires with her. And you have to clash constantly. You want to come and exert.
So when you thought you had power, I'm in the bedroom place. You have no right here. Then you not come and meet me in the office.
You are not signatory to nothing.
And I'm not signing those checks, baby.
Come and meet me. Your mouth is strong here in the bedroom.
So
come and meet me in the office.
Women play.
Let me pause you. Because I want to hear
meet me in the office.
We have Fumi on the line. Good morning, Fumi.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live.
I know friendship we should prioritize, but then we wouldn't want to prioritize our joy and happiness for friendship. And then you wouldn't even know if the girl is going to bring the dad peace of mind and joy and even long life. And I'm not trying to sound feminine, but then I've seen scenario where a mom's friend got married to our son. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like maybe the way you guys are friends now, your son got married to your other friend's mom, as in daughter. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. But then I just feel it's not really a bad thing if I marry my friend's father. It's not a bad thing.
So you don't see it as a bad thing?
No, it's not.
So there's nothing wrong if she marries. She was saying the son marrying her mother's friend, his mother's friends. So we are friends now, and my son chooses to come and marry Ramatu.
When he's of age,
younger,
maybe he likes older women.
Yeah, he likes older women. So it's possible.
So you will not kill Ramatu, Abi?
Of course.
Why would I kill Ramatu?
No, do you know, as you said it, I just saw Ramatu's head in a pot.
I will not even try it.
Ramatu is dead.
He's
dead.
I will not even try it.
Put on that blue. That was
Imran.
to those things. So if I go and come back and you're still there, you're lucky. But, you know, just for the caller, there's nothing wrong if you fall in love. We're just saying that these relationships come with their own load.
Yeah,
it's like you coming into a family where they say, we don't want a particular tribe, and you think, you know, it's going to just be a walk in the park for you. So, no, you will be ready. You are saying, I am ready for whatever comes with it. I want to fight for this love that I have. And I'm saying, the example I was giving, that me knowing myself, because as you have strategized to build your social ladder up with my dad, me knowing myself, when I go back as my ram go back and bring power, it will be in the management of that thing that your eye is on. I will wait for you there. Then whenever you are coming to any corporate something inside the family, it's me you'll be seeing.
But you know, let me tell you where you may shoot yourself in the
leg, because give her.
Because we have heard that many decisions are made
in the bedroom.
So wait.
After monkey in the
after
shadow,
you now use your strength in the office, I say, come and meet me in the office. You have this. I'm now going. She just makes life so hard for me.
I can't breathe.
You think somebody else
I can't breathe.
Daddy?
At that level is different, oh. At that level is different. Forget that thing.
Relationship different.
Okay. Let me tell you. You know, I respect the relationship you have with your daughter, and it's such a strong relationship, and I want to maintain it. But I think she's finding it hard to understand. Relationship is I want to leave. Please, I need your peace. What do you want? Well, just nothing much really. Just give me this one, so I don't have to go through her.
Wait, now when the girl has always been sanity for her father, when she has always had an acumen the father trusted business-wise. Well, if you like cry river,
these things,
you know the river, they're not going to ruin the family.
You know that sometimes that they bring this person that they bring in to has business acumen.
Yes, now.
In fact, that has what has to trust it.
No, in fact, that's what has attracted him to have like this young girl that she's so smart.
Sometimes let's not overrate our power as daughters.
No.
And even when he reaches, and even as wives, anything can happen. But I have played. See, you know me now. I came from Wazobia family. I have seen these things play out in different ways. You will be shocked at the way the decisions they have made will now suddenly change, and nobody's giving you any excuse. So if you're lucky to have a man who is close to you as your father, who listens to you, you have an edge. A lot of people don't have that sort of.
Now the edge you go
but
use
it's even
now.
safer
Now the edge they
close
talk.
to his daughter and even really will the stuff than the one
Why?
that's coming
I mean,
from
you know, no
outside.
say men they think these things.
They
That if I
are
marry
getting
one small
deeply.
guy, go and die, I give her all my assets. My children will
will now
suffer.
go and
She'll
get
go and
one
remarry.
marry.
You think
Exactly.
men don't think these things?
Go and marry another
That's
man.
the
Then
first thing
man will
on
come
their
and be
mind.
enjoying
They'll be
the
looking
money.
at you that you just cry, my darling, don't worry. They will go to Bahamas, go for another vacation.
And we've heard
While
this
you're
happen to a
going.
lot of much younger wives, where it's at the point of funeral, they realize nothing was left for them.
Yeah, nothing was given.
Not be these African patriarch men that we are looking at.
Exactly.
They will be looking at you, giving you everything. While they are alive, you will chop your life, the life of your head.
Which reminds me of a story that I don't know if we have the time.
Just give us
Someone came on social media and was asking for advice. They said that their father had married someone who was not their mother, stayed with him for many years, and I think she also had children. But when he passed on, he willed the house that she lived with their father to the children. And now they are giving her notice to leave. And she does not want to leave. I think this is still her house. So people on social media were like, if she was your mother, you may have allowed her to stay until she passes. But now you want her to leave. And they're like, yes, it's all right, she has to leave. So, you know, you're right, which is when you can, the man, sometimes he has this young girl to be with him just so that he can get what he needs from her. It's not really about her own welfare after he's gone. After he's gone, then she should sort herself out.
It's a lifetime. So that's why one of the things such a girl should be thinking of. Lifetime of use and dump.
Yes.
You don't want to end up like that.
Yeah. God forbid.
God forbid.
Lifetime of use and dump. All right, that's all we can take on the show. We've talked about true friendships. We need to evaluate. There are some things that they will show you, say, are you sure this person? For you to do this kind of thing, you know, are you sure this person is your friend? And I just pray that as our hearts are open to be good friends to others, we would attract people who are good friends to us at the
And
end
don't marry
of the day.
Nima's daddy.
And don't marry Nima's father. If you like your
Marry
daddy.
Nima's daddy.
Resting.
We are here to fight for you. If you want to marry Nima's daddy,
If you like your life.
Try it.
you try it,
Never you
Will.
see it.
Nima will come full blown.
Somebody
That's
said
what
on
we
tweet
can say.
that BC said Nima is a natural fighter. Tell her she is a supernatural. I laughed when I said Sachoku's one.
He's a supernatural
We see you in the disguise.
That's all we can take on the show today. Tomorrow it's your view, PJ. And I'd like you guys to tune in and have a lovely weekend. We'll see you again on Monday. Bye-bye now.